Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Barakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, the elder bishops, the elders of the great millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect out here toiling in this truth. And Shalom to the few Akwathim that listen and learn in silence. To all of you, I say Shalom. I'm the priest Bathaka Moth, Jim S. Dallas. I'm just coming back at you with a really quick hit lesson, man. You know, I saw this video, I don't know, a few days ago, and you know, I'm on my way to camp. I'm driving to camp, running a little late, but it jumped on my spirit to do a lesson, you know what I'm saying, on the way, and go into this right here, man, because this is off, man. This is IUIC, one of IUIC's camps. I don't know exactly where they are. I think he says it, but I think it's in Raleigh, if I'm not North Carolina, I believe. IUIC Raleigh, I believe is what it is. Yeah, man, IUIC is off, man. There is not a hell that you go and burn in, man. You know, and this dude here interviewing people in hell, bro. You know, which is just, it's all just, come on, man. You know, they're going too far with this AI. You know, it's just too much. But at the end of the day, IUIC, they're Christians, man. They're Christian. They're teaching the same Christian doctrine, you know, that's taught in the churches, man. You know, which is not biblical. You know, there is no hell that you go burn in, bro. You know, and it's crazy because, you know, we've heard the stories, you know, One West, and you know, we hear a lot of the stories, and bro, it's just, this is wild, man. You know what I'm saying? A novice can understand this, bro. Once you get into the scriptures and get the proper the proper knowledge and wisdom and understanding of the scriptures, there is no way you can still conclude that there's a burning, eternal, fiery hell that you go to for punishment, man. First of all, the spirit is a fire. You know, that's why the body has a body temperature. You know, when the spirit is housed in the body, in the abode, in its abode, the body, its house, the body has a body temperature. You know, that's because there's a fire, you know, in the body, man. When a person dies, of course, the body goes cold. The spirit left. You know, there's no more fire. There's no more spark. No electricity. You know, so yeah. Come on, man. This is crazy. And you can't have eternal fiery hell and reincarnation in the same doctrine. You know, come on, man. We reincarnate, bro. And the scriptures back that. They don't back eternal fiery hell. They don't back a place you go to burn, that you can go and interview people. That's nowhere in the scriptures. You know, so without any further ado, I don't want to rant, you know what I'm saying? Without any further ado, I'm going to play this video so you can see this madness. And then we're going to get the scriptures. And, you know, I ain't going to, you know, just grab a few, you know what I'm saying, just to make the point, in and out. And, you know, just to cut this madness, man. This is crazy, bro. So, without any further ado, watch this madness.
We're in the midst of the lake of fire, speaking to those who wouldn't listen when IUIC told them to repent and keep the commandments. Brother, do you regret it now?
Man, I wish I had listened. I thought y'all were just a cult. Now look at me, burning. Yeah, every moment. I thought it was a joke, and now I'm stuck here. I regret it every moment. If I'd listened, I wouldn't be down here.
If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel for classes, street teachings, and updates. Just tap that red subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any things.
And as you can see, they're calling it the Lake of Fire, man. The Lake of Fire is going to be America on fire by way of thermonuclear missiles. It's not going to be some place you just, you know, and one woman said, I'm down here. Down where? In the center of the earth, man? That garbage? Stop, bro. You know, I'm stuck here, and man, come on, man. You know, bunch of madness. Anyway, let's let the scripture speak. first one I want to get is Ecclesiastes 1. Salakia, look at Satan. Ecclesiastes, the first chapter. And we're going to jump down to verse 9. And it reads, the thing that hath been, it is that which shall be. And that which is done is that which shall be done. And there's no new thing under the sun. So, real quick, let's find out what this thing is. Let's go to Ecclesiastes, the 6th chapter. And we're going to drop down to verse 10. And it's going to explain what the thing is. This Ecclesiastes 6 and 10, it says, that which hath been, which is that thing in the first chapter, verse 9, that which hath been is named already, and it is known that it is man. So the thing that is talking about in Ecclesiastes, the first chapter, verse 9, is talking about man. So now, let's go back and read it with, with context, man. Let's go back to Ecclesiastes, the first chapter, and verse 9 in context now. And it reads, the man that hath been, it is that which shall be. So if you hath been, you're going to be again. Come on, man. Very, very clear, very simple and to the point. It says, the man that hath been is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new man under the sun. So the man that hath been, he's going to be again. Whatever he did before, he's going to do it again. And there's no new man. So that tells you right there that we come back. Reincarnation is clearly in the scriptures. And this is Ecclesiastes written by who? The preacher, Solomon, which is who in an incarnation, if you can receive it, man. Yahweh Shai, man. So, yeah, that it's right there, man. So, real quick, let's jump over to the third chapter. We're going to jump down to verse 15. Then I'm going to go back to the 6th chapter. 15. This is Ecclesiastes 3 and 15. That which hath been is now, and that which is to be hath already been. And the Most High required that which is past. So, and that's why the Most High requires your past. Because you come back, man. It says, that which hath been is now. The thing that hath been is that which shall be, man. Same thing. Same thing. And that which is done is that which shall be done. There's no new man under the sun. That's what it's going into. That which hath been is now. So, and that which is to be had been already. And I'm going to read this. I want to get this in the NLT because it breaks it all down. Let me get this in the NLT real quick. Parallel it. Ecclesiastes 3 and 15, to the right of your screen, NLT, it says, what is happening now has happened before. And what will happen in the future has happened before. Because the Most High makes the same things happen over and over again. So the same people come back over and over again. The same events happen over and over again. There's nothing new under the sun, man. You know what I'm saying? No new thing is happening. So yeah, man. Reincarnation is clearly in the scriptures. So how you gonna go and burn in some fiery hell, man? It's not written. It's not in anywhere in the scriptures, man. Where you go, and again, they were saying it was the lake of fire, but come on, man, but she's saying down here. Come on, bro. A bunch of madness, man. Reincarnation is clearly in the scriptures, man. You know what I'm saying? It's part of this thing. So, let's go to the 6th chapter now. This is Ecclesiastes Ecclesiastes 6. And what is it? What do I want? Drop down. And verse 6. Ecclesiastes 6 and 6. And it reads, yea, though he live 1,000 years, twice told. Salakia, just let me, bear with me. I'm driving, don't want to run over nothing. It says Ecclesiastes 6 and 6, and it reads, yeah, though he live 1,000 years, twice told, yet hath he seen no good. Do not all go to one place? And the answer to that rhetorical question is yes, all go to one place, man, to the Most High. Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter, goes into that. So let's get that real quick, because all go to one place, man. This is Ecclesiastes 12, and we're going to drop down to verse 7. And it reads, then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto the Most High who gave it. So that's the one place, to the Most High who gave it, man. You know what I'm saying? The dust is going to return to the earth when you die, when you pass away. The body is going to go into the ground, you know what I'm saying, back to the earth. But your spirit goes back to the Most High, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't going to some, you know, like these devils like to say, what is that? That in-between place. I can't even remember what that, purgatory. Purgatory. Ain't no purgatory. And you ain't going into no fiery hell, man. It don't exist. All spirits go back to the Lord who gave it, man. NLT, for then the dust will return to the earth, and the spirit will return to the Most High who gave it. There it is, man. Your spirit goes to the Most High. That's that one place that we just read in the 6th chapter, man. All go to one place, man. Ain't no two places. There ain't a heaven where you float around, and there ain't a hell where you well, you know, the two, like the Christian church teaches, you know, some are going to go float around in heaven, and some are going to burn in eternal fire. Wrong. You know, all spirits go back to the Lord, back to the Most High who gave it. That's the one place, man. You know, so come on, man. It's very clear, bro. So real quick, let me get these. I'm gonna bring because I'm here now. So I'm gonna bring this lesson to a close real quick. But I want to get this real quick. This 2nd Maccabees chapter 7, dealing with those 7 brothers, and let's get to the point in verse 23. It says, but doubtless the creator of the world, who formed the generation of man, and found out the beginning of all things, will also of his own mercy give you breath and life again. Breath and life again. The man that hath been is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. There's no new man under the sun. So it says, will also of his own mercy give you breath and life again, as ye now regard not your own selves for his law's sake, because they were being put to death by the wicked king, you know, because they wouldn't eat the swine, the swine's flesh, man. You know what I'm saying? So you tormented them and putting them to death, man. All manner of crazy ways, man. You know, torturous ways, you know, because he's the fucking devil. Salakia, excuse my French. But to the point is breath and life again. You know what I'm saying? So they were alive, they were getting put to death, and they were going to get breath and life again, you know, which backs everything we just, you know, that which was then is now, and that which hath been is that which shall be. All of those are talking about the same things, man. You know, breath and life again. Let's get one more, and then we'll bring this lesson to a close. This is Sirach, Ecclesiastes Sirach, I believe it's 14. Salakia, no, not Sirach, Salakia. Esdras, 2nd Esdras 14, and we'll start at verse 34. Point in 35. This is 2nd Esdras 14 and 34. Therefore, if so be that you will subdue your own understanding, because you don't have any, you know, so subdue that and receive this, and reform your hearts, which is your lab in the Hebrew, your mind, ye shall be kept alive, and after death ye shall obtain mercy. So this is going into after death. What's going to happen? Verse 35, here it is. For after death shall the judgment come, when we shall live again. You see that? We shall live again. And then shall the names of the righteous be manifest, and the works of the ungodly shall be declared. And where is that going to happen? Right here in the earth, man. You know, it says, where was that at? The life shall obtain mercy. Where was that? What about the judgment? Then shall the judgment come. I thought maybe I'm thinking of another scripture. But this, the judgment is going to come. So real quick, let me give one more. I'm going to go back to Ecclesiastes 3. And we'll end it off here. This is Ecclesiastes 3, because it spoke of the judgment coming, in verse 16. And it reads, Ecclesiastes 3:16, and moreover I saw under the sun the place of judgment. So that judgment, he says, when you die, the judgment is going to come. Well, the place of judgment is where? It says under the sun. You know, ain't earth under the sun? Don't we have to look up to the sun? Yeah, so we're under the sun, right here on earth. So this is the place of judgment right here on earth. It says that wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there, right here, you know, right here on earth, man. You know what I'm saying? Righteousness is here by way of this knowledge and the remnant returning, and wickedness is here by way of Esau and his wicked kingdom, man. And all of these, the majority of the nation of Israel, 2/3, and these nations, man, you know, because that's all they're doing, you know. So this talking about right here on earth, man, you know what I'm saying? Which is where the kingdom of heaven is going to be. Matthew 6:10, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven, because there's perfect righteousness and order in the heavens. That's going to be established in the earth by way of the rod, that rod of iron, you know what I'm saying, in Psalms, the 2nd chapter, and Revelations, the 2nd chapter, you know, and order is going to be restored. Righteousness is going to be restored. Peace is going to be restored. All these things are coming, man. It will not happen before the kingdom of heaven is implemented in the earth, man, under our big brother IUIC. Of course, King David under him, the 12, the 144,000, the governing body, and of course, then everything else falls under that, the 1/3, and then the 2/3 under that, and of course, the nations is going to flow under that, man, which is the order, man. So everything is going to be right here on the earth. That's the kingdom of heaven. All nations will be there, you know, but there's just going to be levels of you know, they're not going to be there like the Israelites are going to be there, you know. They're going to be in captivity. The Israelites going to be ruling, but the kingdom of heaven is going to be here on earth, you know, and a righteous government is going to be established because the laws are going to go forth out of Zion. You know, that's Isaiah, the 2nd chapter, Micah, the 4th chapter, you know. So, yeah, man, but that whole madness with ain't no lake of fire is the lake of fire. That's America being on fire, getting burned up, you know, with all the death and wickedness and all that's here, you know, the death and hell, you know, cast into the lake of fire. That's right here, man, you know. And ain't nobody gonna be doing no interviews, you know, and it ain't no what down, bruh, you know. So I don't know. IUIC, they just off, man. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I just want to, you know, my 2 cents on it, on the matter. You know, hopefully this was edifying to the hopeful elect. With that, giving all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Harkakadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elder bishops, and the elders of the great millstone. And peace and blessings to the elect, the house of David, the Bayath, Shah Dabadash, Shalom.